These are activities of doctors the world over. What do they mean to the American Indians? To most of us, Indians are a colorful but strange people. Even today, they still hold their weird, mysterious dance ceremonies. Some of these dances were part of their healing ritual. For not so many years ago, the primitive medicine men were the only ones to whom they could turn in time of illness. There are almost 400,000 Indians in the United States today, and though they are free to come and go as they please, most of them still live on Indian reservations. The Navajos live in log houses called hogans. The Apaches, once famed as Indian warriors, live in camps and wickiups. The Pimas and Papagos live in houses of mud and wattle. Many Indians, like the Pueblos, make beautiful pottery, which they sell to tourists and other visitors to their reservation. Other Indians, like the Pimas, make beautiful baskets of willow. Because Indians still dance and do beautiful craft work, some people think that they are still primitive and savage. Although their customs are strange to us, under this strange exterior, Indians are just plain human beings. Human beings who have the same health problems as you and I. Let's see how they are handled. The Pima Reservation, located in southern Arizona, is a typical one. Most health work centers around the base hospital, located at reservation headquarters. There are nearly 100 Indian Service hospitals in the United States. They average about 50 beds each. A senior physician is in charge of the hospital. He is responsible for the administration of medical services and has a clinical practice as well. Working directly under the senior physician is the field physician. Most field physicians spend from 1/2 to 2/3 of their time away from headquarters. Field physicians usually have 4 or 5 regularly scheduled clinics every week. Field nurses line up the work, assist with the duties, find and follow up many cases. Modern and complete equipment is furnished each doctor without charge. Replacements are made whenever newer, better things are developed. The federal government recognizes a license from any state in the Union. A wide variety of cases can be found in an Indian Service clinic, and the doctor has the advantage of seeing the people again and again. The practice is general and varied. The finest medicines are available. In these clinics, there is no question of the patient's ability to pay. Whatever service is needed can be prescribed. Here is an unusual opportunity to practice medicine. Although the greater part of the field doctor's work is done in clinic and hospital, occasional home calls may be necessary. Field nurses take care of any follow-up nursing work that may be needed on home cases. A small but important part of any field doctor's duties involves sanitation, like water testing to safeguard community health. Health education and preventive medicine are essential on an Indian reservation. These help effect patient cooperation and increase the benefits of a wide-awake medical program. Field doctors assist the senior physician in performing operations. The operating room facilities of these hospitals are equal to those of any hospital of comparable size in America. Several Indian Service hospitals are AMA approved. Since few Indians object to surgery, there is always plenty of work to do. Field doctors do not have to buy their own books. The government furnishes them with a library of standard medical texts and medical periodicals as part of their equipment. Some people say that Indian Service jobs are out in the sticks, where there is nothing to do. True, this is a rural practice, but there are compensating advantages. The pressure and roar of city life is replaced by a quiet and calm that only nature can devise. As for something to do, well, that all depends. Of course, if nightclubs and big league baseball are your favorite hobbies, you won't find much to do on an Indian reservation. But suppose you enjoy riding. A good saddle horse can be bought for $50 to $100 on almost any reservation. If you don't want to buy a horse, you can rent or borrow one from an Indian friend. The Western country is unusually interesting. Riding here is more than just exercise. If you like water sports, the lakes and irrigation reservoirs will make you feel at home. Many doctors are good photographers. The beauty of the West, where most Indians live, is well known to camera fans. The tennis player can find a match on any reservation. Other government employees will keep even the best of games from going stale. But as always, the doctor is eternally on call and may have to interrupt his leisure at any time to take care of an emergency. Medical staff members are helpful and cooperative. Most of the equipment is up to date and modern. Emergency calls are kept to a minimum. Although the field doctor works under the general supervision of the senior physician, he is on his own responsibility as to treatment of his cases. The field doctor has a chance to follow his cases through in the hospital. Even though the Indian Service doctors are on their own a great deal of the time, they are not alone. If unusual conditions develop, consultations are available. The Indian Service has contracts with skilled practitioners and specialists in all areas. They may be called whenever their services are needed. One unusual thing about the Indian Service is the opportunity for educational leave. Over and above the full month annual vacation with pay, the doctor may be granted as much as 60 days educational leave with pay every 2 years to attend a medical institution of his own choosing anywhere in the country. The chance to take refresher courses under specialists in large hospitals will help any doctor to grow. We have seen the advantages of medical practice in the Indian Service. What are some of the disadvantages? Well, for one thing, the work is often heavy, especially in the fall when school children must be examined. But here the doctor has a chance to diagnose and treat disorders in their early stages. Sometimes vitamin or nutritional disorders are found and must be treated. It is also said that there is too much paperwork on a government job. Perhaps this is true, but no doctor is completely exempt nowadays. Other critics claim that the paychecks which arrive regularly every 2 weeks are too small. The salary may not be what one might gross in private practice, but every doctor who performs his duties in an efficient manner receives a salary increase every 12 months. There are other considerations which make the total salary larger than the check. Quarters are furnished every doctor. Most single doctors choose a private room. Room and board costs less than $40 a month. When a doctor marries, or if he is already married, the field physician's home is available for him. A typical 2-bedroom home like this, completely furnished, costs about $30 a month. The houses are completely modern, and the $30 rent includes all utilities, as well as any repair work on the house. In addition to the schools for Indians, reservations have public schools for employees' children. The salary looks bigger, too, when you consider that there is no expense for office rental, no expense for a nurse or other help. no bad debts to cut into the doctor's income. When bad roads are encountered, as they frequently are on Indian lands, it is comforting to remember that the Indian Service is furnishing the car the doctor uses in his official business. All mechanical repairs are paid by the government. Tires, oil, and gasoline are also furnished the doctor without cost. After a period of general practice, the field doctor has an opportunity for promotion to one of the larger Indian hospitals, like this 250-bed one on the Navajo. Here there is specialization and research. Even a chance to study and write. The splendor of the Grand Canyon. The beauty of Canyon de Chelly. The Rio Grande pueblos of San Ildefonso and Taos. These and other equally famous vacation spots of the West are only a weekend away from many Indian reservations. The finest hospitals and equipment are available. The American Indians are the patients. If this unusual opportunity to practice medicine interests you, write to the Director of Health, U.S. Indian Service, Washington, D.C.